you said that after all this time, I had become, I quit being apolitical, and that's really not true. I knew when I spoke at the Trump rally, that everybody would go, oh, 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 there he is. He's gone political. But that was an act of rebellion on my part because I requested 25 plus times to speak to Kamala Harris and never got so much as a yes, no, maybe. Just wouldn't agree to. I
Really?
an interview. I asked to speak to her. I asked to speak. Maybe Robin and I sit down with she and her husband. Asked to have a dinner interview, and there are people that are very close. That I have very close friends in the power structure of the Democratic Party who know me well and said, "Let me tell you something. He would never disrespect the office of the president or vice president of the United States because he thinks it's a terrible look internationally." So listen, he is a cross-examiner. He did spend his life in litigation arena. But I promise you, this is not an ambush interview that he's going to hammer you. He thinks that's a bad look for the United States to the rest of the world. I can tell you personally, as a friend of yours, as a member of the Democrat Party, and knowing him for 20 or 30 years, I will stake my personal reputation that will not happen. Please sit down with him. And nope, won't do it. And some of the reasons given were we've seen him cross-examine people in criminal cases on his show. We've seen him where he won't move off a question until it's answered. Just absolutely not going to do it. And I said when I gave the speech at the Trump rally, I offered to give the identical speech at a Harris rally, said I will cross out Trump's name, write in Harris's name, and give the identical speech at a Harris rally. And the morning after, we got contacted by somebody that we had been talking to in the Harris camp in writing. So I have the text to my producer, Sarah, that said, is he serious? He'll give that speech at a Harris rally, because if he will, we're interested in him coming to the DC rally. And she wrote back, she talked to me, and I said right back and say, absolutely, tell me when and where to be, and I will bring a transcript of the speech and give it at a Harris rally. And she answered accordingly. Crickets. Never heard another word. Once they found out I was serious, they never heard another word.